get him on the blue. And that typically means trouble for anyone who tangles with the Boise State Broncos. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Temple Owls, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Broncos will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Owls' return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. The Owls are in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Broncos offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. The handoff as they run the counter play here. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State!
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Man, those sweet feet could dance on a light bulb. He's out to the 23. Now on 2nd down and short. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. Touchdown Broncos! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Tipped ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He finds his man.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The throw. It's complete. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Temple lines up quickly. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the whole...
Oh, picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Broncos are threatening in the red zone. Scanning the field, it's Landry. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Got his man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. Looking to pass on second down. It's caught. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And the Owls trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Owls! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Landry. Oh, he makes the catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
He makes the connection. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Broncos! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll try the run. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. He'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They're going to ride this running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Owls headed quickly to the line. Wide out in motion. To the air. It's Manning. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field, but the run game has not been the problem today.
And now on 2nd down for this offense.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
Complete to the right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between them.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Temple. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State ready to send out that offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking to throw, it's Landry. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Broncos will have it 1st and 10.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the lone running back.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. The Broncos will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Working that left side now. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Landry. They're trying to get to it. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the 1st game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Temple lining up to punt it away. Makes a move. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Yeah, and welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Give to the single back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Wants to throw. It's Landry. A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They're working that left side. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
2nd down coming up. The give to the tailback. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Leaves it with the back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The run from the shotgun. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Boise for a fun first half than you? And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above the Smurf turf.
Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Built the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
The Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. Complete out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Got it! Touchdown, Broncos! And the route is on.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another...
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.